What is up, everyone? Welcome to the channel. This is my first video and hopefully won't be my last because it looks pretty fun. So as you can tell, I'm not fishing right now because it is about 38 degrees and I'm not one of them people. So today I figured I'd just show what I like to use, when I like to use it, how I like to use it. Talking about lures. So I'm gonna start out with some old hard baits. The old go-to. Start out with some lipless, or as the old timers call it, rattle traps. One of my favorite rattle traps. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you are looking for a well scripted, prepared channel, this probably isn't for you. It's gonna be the most off-the-wall, unorthodox, and I can't talk right, so some of that. One of my favorite lipless rattle traps would have to be the red-eyed shad. This one right here is a 2-tap, which, as you can hear, that's the big difference. This one that has a hook in it and the edge. This one right here, that's your normal lipless. I mean, red-eyed shad. This one has just two knockers, which looks are sharp. Shout out to Strike King. Won't miss a fish. But yeah, if you can hear that one. That right there is just a beautiful color. I'm on my phone, so that's probably why you'll see me do this, but I'm actually trying to do this. But look at that, that's a beautiful color. We got this brown color, which is good to throw during spawn, in my opinion. Can't really beat them. You really can't beat. I think these are like $5. The 2-taps like 6. So it's just some beautiful colors. And there's one more. I don't really use this one because I really don't fish rivers right now in lakes. So it's got sheds. So that's another one. You really can't go wrong with a chrome. I'm gonna make a t-shirt. You really can't go wrong with a chrome. It's nice. Oh my God. Let's get into my favorite. The old 6 cents. I think this one's the Quake. The old Quake. Bull, crawfish, sun. This one's so nice. Look at there, boom. Nice. And I would tell you the colors of these, but there's so many colors, and if I don't have the box, I really don't know. I'm not that well in tuned. I just fish what I think looks good. Oz bass, I'd eat it. Now this one might be a rainbow red, maybe, I don't know. It's beautiful though, sun. In the spring, bass see red. Remember that. And I'll show you that. We'll show you this one now. When the bite gets tough, downsize. It's my mind. Just kidding. I'll show that one just to show it. Cover the eyes. Nobody knows what it is. And a little tip that I like, a lot of people, which I've never seen it actually, is I like to get a little fancy sometimes, and I'll take a lipless and I'll put a feather behind it. Don't know why. It gets bites. Maybe something you want to try. Moving on, the old Chester Cheeto square bills. It's another 6 cents. I think it's full of crawfish, maybe. I think so. That one looks nice. Again, most of the stuff you'll see me use is either Strike King or 6 cents. Just two of the best companies out there. They make the best quality stuff. 6 cents makes probably a little better quality stuff, just saying. Especially look at that. I mean, you cannot get colors like that anywhere else. That is courtesy of the bait man, Jank Juice. Good of that action on it. Nice. Beautiful. Let's see what else kind of square bills I can. Yeah, Magnum square bills, man. 6 cents. But yeah, mag square bill, nice. Then yeah, I know this one's a movement 80. And of course what I'm telling y'all is what I would use in my parks. I mean, somewhere I fish probably might be different from where you fish. It's just all about what you know and what you like and what you learn. That actually says 2-3 feet. Must be there. It's a nice little sexy. Throw a little bit more. That one looks nice. It's a little, I don't know if you can tell it, but it's actually hot. I mean, what do you call it? Translucent's the word I'm actually looking for. Beautiful. Dang, it's cold. It is cold in the man cave. Okay, something that's actually kind of new is the old axis. Look at that. And this normally doesn't come on there. My line tie got messed up when I hung I think it was 6-pound bass. It demolished it, so I got just a little snap barrel swivel temporary until I can find something better. But that right there is called, I think it's tiger trues or something like that. Very expensive, but it's worth it. Moving on to stuff, I really put some of this up. Most of the times on square bills, I don't really like throwing them in the wintertime or the summertime too much. Yeah, you can get bit, but most of the times what I like throwing square bills is in the fall when bass pretty much, you can probably throw a stick with a treble hook in the water and catch bass in the fall, just because they're literally hitting anything, trying to beef up for the wintertime. So, but I like throwing square bills in the fall personally, and lipless, you throw lipless anytime of the year in my opinion and catch them. But moving on to somewhere that I really don't get to throw a lot right now, just because I pond fish a lot right now, is the old deep dive. This is a 6XD from Strike King. I think it's chartreuse powder blue maybe. I gotta learn my colors. Like I said, I know this one for a fact. It's Sexy Shad. It's a 6XD also. I normally try to throw 5s, but apparently oh, there's one. Throw 5s so much they get hung up in trees. But that's a 5XD. This right here is the all-around best deep diving crankbait. The 5XD wins some money. 5XD wins money. Hashtag that too. The DT, Rapala, whatever you want to call it. It's pretty good too. This is 20 foot. I normally don't throw it. I just got it because I like the old school look on it. And that dot right there. Even if they don't have dots, I make dots. Just because I think it gives the bass something to target. And I like to put it, this one came with it, but if it didn't, I'd probably put it up higher so they'll hit it better. This is a good color, you can't go wrong with green tomato. That's a Series 6, which I like the Series too. And of course the OG. This ain't an OG, this is actually a new G, maybe, I don't know. A new wiggle work. They're a little different. If you can find the old ones, they're better. Just throwing it out there. And then, really don't see nothing else I really use. I mean, I got a bunch of them I'm pulling from. A lot of them I just have, just to have, because I think they look cool like that. That's a 6 cent. Maybe like it ain't a curve, it's probably like an MD25 or something like that. Don't quote me on that because I don't know. But I do throw a curve though. Curves are nice. Curve 55. And then there's a curve 55 coming in. I ain't about to take time, but that's the mess I'm making with right there. With an old curve and bone, Spanish bone, whatever color that is. So let's move on from these. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Talk bad about them. They will hook you. We're gonna move on from the crankbaits, which is my favorite. Hard bait, that is, to go with. Let's see what else we can pull. I'll go with this one, just so we don't waste too much time. Might have to get in the soft plastics another day, because that's a whole conversation on its own. I love soft plastics. But we'll go spinner baits, and let's go jerk baits, just because I only have a couple, because I'm not a jerk bait fisherman. It's KVD. I think it's a DD300. It dives. It just dives. I don't know how far. I would say probably 9 to 12. But, oh, this one right here. This is a McVay Offishial original. Yeah. That's called getting bored one day, but I don't know what I would call it. I'm gonna call it bleeding juice, I guess. I tried to do a little branch off of the Baitman's jank juice, but it got a little too dark. Still looks cool. I fished it, haven't caught anything. I don't think it's the lure, I think it's just me. Oh yeah, still got to show spinner baits. I'll just show a couple that I actually like. I mean, this one right here with the red kicker. That one's nice. This one right here with the orange double willow. So that one's deadly. But my favorite all-time spinnerbait would have to be the Culvert series by Booyah. I mean, don't know what it is. It looks crazy, but it gets big. Caught a 5-pounder on it this fall. I don't know why I sound retarded. And little $4 H2O Express, whatever you call them, Academy brands. Throw that during the bed. I don't really condone bed fishing, but if you're gonna bed fish, throw a little bluegill, pop it up there, let it just dance a little bit, gets good. I bought one of these, never go fishing. Which start right here. Moving on. What we got? What can we do? Let me get something crazy. This will work. This will work. Flukes, boom. You cannot go wrong with a weightless fluke. Actually got some ordered from 6 cents. They got a nice little flush, I think they call it. That I ordered. Love the fluke, especially with the chartreuse tail. Gets bit. Got a little swimmers. Something's cold. That right there gets bit. I forgot the brand or anything, but it gets bit. I only have one more of these. I'm gonna have to mend it. That thing's tore. Good. Natty Ice. Or Natty Light. I forgot how you say it. 3F fishing maybe? I forgot. Baitman. If y'all want to go check out Baitman's channel, he knows a lot more than I know. So if y'all go check him out, he'll probably mention that one. I think he likes those. If you want any of 6 cent stuff, you just use code BAITMAN. You get 10% off. That's Baxter's Baitman. And he's one of those channels I firmly believe in. I watch it anytime he pops up. So just a little shameless plug right there. Baitman for 10% off at 6 cents. And I think you can get the sacks, your first one, $10 off. I think that's maybe Baitman Super 6, something like that. But yeah, y'all just check that one out. If you don't want to use 6 cents, don't. You're lost. Just kidding. So what we diving into next? Ooh, top water. This one's nice. Sun. Oh, okay. Thought something had died in there, but I guess it's these Berkeley though. I forget what kind of frogs these are, but I like using those. Weightless. Skin them on top. Even the Striped King toads, they're good too. Look at that. That looks just like a toad. Or not a toad, because a toad, I don't. Does toads even go in the water? I don't know. I think that's one frog. Let's get on frogs. This one's one of the cheapest, best frogs, and it's even translucent. So it's just nice. The old Pad Crasher by that's what I say, Yabu, Booyah. And then you can't go wrong with the scone frog, in my opinion. A lot of people freak out because there's a hole in it, but it's also weighted. So what it does is it sits in the water like that. And yeah, I already trimmed the legs. So when it sits in the water and you pull it, it sits up, and the way it sits up in the hooks, basically that bass just comes up and opens the hooks up. And I don't think I've ever missed a bass off of a scone frog. Ooh. Reverting back to the 10% off. The old Vega frogs. I think this one's goat, maybe? The goat. I was about to say flavored. The goat color. And it's got the old spitter. It's just nasty. Got this brand. I don't even know what brand this is, but it's just a nice little frog. Try to put everything with that. And always invest in waterproof boxes. That's another official tip. Because I've lost a lot of stuff from moisture. Okay. Moving on. The dog. I think this is the dog. Not for sure. They have two. It's the catwalk and the dog one, but I don't think I paid for the catwalk. Which they're not too expensive, but this is good old walking bait. I don't have a sexy dog. The sexy dog is my go-to walk bait. I think it was Jordan Lee at Chateau, or no, it wasn't Jordan. It was Justin Atkins, one of those on the Berkeley Cane Walker. So I had to buy one. I haven't used it at all just because it's huge. And here's one spot. The old speed wake. You can literally tie this behind a Ferrari and it won't blow out. Speed wake. And then you got some speed glides. Can't go wrong with a speed glide, especially that color. White, nice. And then if you don't want to pay Whopper Popper prices, you go with the old Chapo. It's nice. I think they got them at Walmart now. My Walmart. That's where I bought that one. And then the old Dirty Buzzes. I forgot the brand of this one, but it's got the little thing right there. Black, can't go wrong with it. And then the old nasty Sugar Buzz, because it's got the old swing arm action. And I put a trailer, but I don't put like a very moving trailer on those. I actually have more luck with the Fluke, putting that on there. So that's all my top orders that I like using. Like I said, I ain't going through all of what I use. And let's see. Ned rigs, pretty simple. I use a bunch of those. And that's about all I see. Now we'll go swim jigs and stuff. The Divine Swim head with the Divine Swim bait. Again, 6 cents plug. That's the same swim bait, but on a Pro Green 6 cents Divine Swim jig. Can't hold me. That's a ½ ounce, and this is the 3/8 ounce with the Rage Swim on it. Gives a little bit more action because these, to me, these are a little tougher material, and you get some action, but on the Rage Swim out, so this just got a little bit more action than my preference. That's what I prefer. And I think this is a golden China Navy, which is nice. And then in the bluegill spawn, or bluegill with the old, I think that's bluegill fire maybe, bluegill something prawn action on there. I'm trying to go fast so I don't have a 50-minute video on my first video. This is something I do a little random, little tip, little knowledge to y'all. I take a Divine Swim jig, trim it way back. This is the lavender shad, and then I put a toad on there. Throw it on some cover or some shallow water. This gets big, and then that don't get big. I'll throw it on a thunder cricket. Nice. And pretty much everybody knows chatterbaits. Some of the jigs I like using. I like using this a bunch. The old rattles. It just gets bit more in my opinion than just a standard jig. Because I mean, this in my opinion, crawfish, they make sounds when they move, so if you do that right there, it gets bit more than this. But if there's a lot of pressure, I'll go no rattles, and that's just a stroker crawl. One of the best trailers you can get out there. Let's see. Black and blue. Black and blue. My favorite jig would probably be, I mean, it's either green pumpkin or watermelon or it. You can't really go wrong with a green pumpkin or a watermelon, because that's just natural. And my favorite jig, which Walmart doesn't carry anymore, is the Heart Tackle jig, Jig and Pig, green pumpkin. Caught my PB Alabama on it, 6.86. So, I mean, like I said, if you like unorthodox, unscripted channels, think about giving me a subscribe. I'll actually be fishing in the future. It won't be this little me just talking to myself. But like I said, 6 cents, Baitman gets you 10% off. It helps my buddy out, Kevin, the Baitman Bastard. So if you want to check his, I think his is actually Baitman TV. He's got way more knowledge, and he's just all around awesome, smart guy when it comes to fishing. Check his channel out, and if you like it, give me a like. If you don't like it, don't give me a dislike. Just, you know, get off the channel, it'd be cool. But yeah, hopefully I can get better at this and be more knowledgeable. Probably need to learn some colors, because like I said, if it's not in the box, I can't tell you what color it is. I just like using it. If it looks good, use it. That's always been my motto. If it looks good, use it. If it don't, give it a try. It might work. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and like I said, subscribe if you like it. Don't subscribe if you don't. Y'all have a good one.